Meteorologist Dani Beckstrom here now with our first look at the AccuWeather forecast. Dani, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Tony and Pedro. Today, yes, another cold one with a bit of a breeze, and then tomorrow is when we're tracking a little snow across the region. Right now, 28 degrees with a gust of 20 miles per hour, making it feel like 19. That is going to be a pretty common story across the tri-state with air temperatures starting in the 20s. This is what it feels like. 15 in Newburgh and White Plains, 14 in Belmar and Toms River, 19 in Bridgeport and Morristown. So the wind isn't as gusty as it was yesterday, but it's still making a big difference this morning. And as the sun rises, we'll see sunshine today with a few clouds in the mix. The satellite and radar right now, pretty quiet, watching a few flurries up near the Catskills, but snow not expected to be a major part of the weather story today. Tomorrow, however, yes, snow chances return to the region thanks to this storm system centered over Oklahoma City. It is bringing really messy weather to so much of the country. Again, from Kansas over through Ohio, we expect some icing with accumulating ice and significant snowfall as well. For us today, it's brisk and cold under a mix of sun and clouds. Then we get increasing cloud cover overnight into tomorrow morning, and approaching sunrise tomorrow is when the snow showers start to push in from the south and west. You see near Philly as we move toward 4 a.m. For us, it looks like right around the morning commute that snow will arrive here, and although that futurecast model doesn't indicate a lot in the city, even the city could pick up a coating to an inch. Little to nothing north of the city, but central Jersey and South Jersey seeing really impressive snowfall for tomorrow. Another thing to keep in mind when it comes to the Monday commute, right? Today, however, it's a mix of sun and clouds. It's the cold and breezy conditions. Our highs are back in the mid-30s, feeling like 20s with the breeze. We'll talk more about that snow on the way coming up. Pedro?
All right, Dani, thank you. At the stroke of midnight.
But first, Dani Beckstrom here with our big dogs on a Sunday.
Hey, waking up to some Happy New Year, pups. How about that? This is Benny from Danielle saying Happy 2025. We also have Sadie's telling us Happy New Year. Very cute from Richie. And finally, Theo in his formal Sunday wear. Very cute from Sheila. Today, a mix of sun and clouds. It is cold. It is breezy. Highs in the mid-30s will feel like 20s because of the brisk breeze. But overall, fairly quiet compared to the snow chances that slide in as we head into tomorrow morning. So I'll time out the snow on the way and let you know which neighborhoods will see the most impressive snowfall totals in the AccuWeather forecast coming up. Right. I did like Zendaya's dress as she presented Cher, but Dionne Warwick saying that is epic. Like they finally got it right. Absolutely. Thought that was great. Today, we're seeing some New Year's pups. Very cute from Cece. This is Cece saying Happy 2025. Very patient wearing the glasses. Cute. We also have Suede and Velvet in the full photo shoot. Corinne, thank you for sharing. And finally, we have Bacher here saying Happy New Year from Marie. Today, mix of sun and clouds, highs in the low to mid 30s, and the brisk breeze making it feel more like 20s. Overall, pretty calm and quiet, but we are watching that snow chance for tomorrow. I'll time it out for you, show you the totals map after the break in the AccuWeather forecast. We got some dogs that are stoked about the snow. Riley heard that there could be a little more snow tomorrow, and I think Riley's excited about it. I don't want to put words in this dog's mouth, but I think Riley looks like they're really enjoying the snow. And Clover unfortunately lost the snowball fight, but it is very hard to form snowballs with paws. So, I mean, you got to give Clover the benefit of the doubt there. And we've got Lincoln, so sweet, posing in the snow from Amy. Very cute. Today, no real snow in the forecast, maybe a flurry or two, but otherwise mix of sun and clouds, and it's quite cold. Our highs are in the low to mid 30s, but it will feel like 20s thanks to the brisk breeze that does linger today. Tomorrow, however, is when the snow chance is sliding back through the area. I'll have the timing and totals in the AccuWeather forecast after the break.
AccuWeather forecast.
Hey, good morning, Tony and Pedro. Today's weather story, cold with the brisk breeze knocking down wind chills quite a bit through the afternoon. But tomorrow, our attention turns to some snow sliding in. So I'll have timing and totals in a second. But starting with what you're facing this morning, gust to 20 means that 28 degrees feels like 18 in the city. And that's pretty common around the tri-state. Air temperature in the mid to upper 20s. We're seeing 27 in Sussex, Newburgh, and Somerville. But when you factor in the sustained wind 10 to 20, it feels like teens for most of us. 13 is the wind chill in Newburgh. 14 the wind chill in Belmar and White Plains. 18 is what it feels like in Central Park and Islip. And it feels just like 12 degrees right now in Toms River. So quite cold for your Sunday under a mix of sun and clouds. Can't rule out a few flurries here or there, but snow not a significant factor in today's forecast. Just watching some light snow up near the Catskills. Most of us just see the mix of sun and clouds with highs in the low to mid 30s and the wind chills in the 20s today. But this is the significant winter storm crossing the country that can bring us our snow chance for tomorrow. Today, it's bringing significant icing and snow from It looks like Kansas over through Ohio, and then tomorrow is when that snow chance arrives to the mid-Atlantic up into portions of our area. Winter weather advisory for Ocean County with winter storm warning staying south of Ocean County. This is just dictating where we expect the more impressive snowfall totals. And for us, Manhattan north and east, we're looking at a coating to an inch tomorrow, where central and South Jersey could accumulate more than an inch. So I'll have the future cast of the timing of that storm system coming up. For today, you see the day planner indicates the mix of sun and clouds, highs in the low to mid 30s, and yes, the breeze keeps us feeling like 20s. So I'll have the full forecast. More on the snow coming up in just a few minutes. Tony?
All right, Dani, thank you. Our big story this morning.
I'm still stuck on Bill Nye.
Bill Nye, right?
He's on my Mount Rushmore. And he used to live in my building. My first day here in New York City.
Oh.
I just moved in and I met him in the elevator. And he said, "Hi, I'm Bill." And I was just like,
Yeah, I know.
I know. And you know what? I love him.
You got a nice building. Let me just say that.
Now, he moved out shortly after. That's not even a joke. He did. He moved out a couple months later. Anyway, here is Winnie on this Sunday morning enjoying the snow. And it makes me really happy to report that some spots going to pick up a little more snow tomorrow. So hopefully that makes Winnie's day. That picture from Ryan was so cute. We also have Bandit peeking out the window, just waiting for that snow to arrive. Don't worry, Bandit, moving toward tomorrow morning. We'll start to see a few snowflakes fly if you live south of the city. And Gina is prepared for the cold weather. Has the hat, has the coat. Very cute from Susan. And all of us need the hats and coats today. It is chilly. Temperatures this morning are in the 20s, but feeling like the teens. And our highs this afternoon in the 30s will feel more like 20s. That's because the brisk breeze continues today under a mix of sun and clouds. But we do have snow on the way for some areas tomorrow. I'll have the timing for you and the expected snow totals in the AccuWeather forecast after the break.
Sorry about that.
But I did appreciate your Tony's tidbits.
Be careful.
There you go. Be careful. Let's get you outside. 28 degrees right now, partly cloudy, but a beautiful live look outside. Gorgeous, even if it feels frigid. Right now, Long Island, we're seeing 20s, 27 in West Hampton, Comac and Merrick, 29 in Roslyn. Out east to Hampton Bays at 33. Up in Greenwich, we're at 27, 25 for Danbury. We're sitting at 28 in the Park in Newark, 27 in White Plains, 24 for Wrightstown. But we do still have this lingering breeze. It's not as gusty as it was yesterday, but still a noticeable wind, and it hangs with us throughout the day. So the wind chill is something that we're watching really closely today, and it feels this morning like teens for most of us. Wind chill of 16 in Morristown, 13 in Newburgh, 14 in White Plains and Belmar. Feels like just 18 for Central Park and Islip. And even as their highs make their way to the 30s today, I think most of us feel like 20s for the bulk of your Sunday. But eventually seeing some sunshine. We'll call it mostly sunny to partly cloudy today. Can't eliminate the possibility of a flurry or two as you head well north and west, just coming off the Catskills, given the lake effect snow that's still happening for upstate New York and western New York. Snow still falling in Buffalo and between Watertown and Syracuse. Heavy snow. But for us, partly cloudy, mostly sunny. That's what we expect through the afternoon. Tomorrow, different story as this storm system heads our way. Centered over Oklahoma City this morning, and it is bringing winter weather alerts to about 60 million Americans, including some in our area. A blizzard warning this morning in Kansas City with heavy snow, gusty wind, and icing conditions from OKC over through the mid-Atlantic. For us, the focus is tomorrow with a winter weather advisory going into effect for Ocean County late tonight into late tomorrow. Now, you see the winter storm warnings south of our area, so as you head into looks like Atlantic County and further south. And that's just indicative of slightly higher snowfall totals, but we still could get some plowable snow, or at least enough snow to make it slick, even in Ocean County and Burlington County as we move into tomorrow. Today, it's a mix of sun and clouds. It's highs in the low to mid 30s. It's the breezy wind that makes it feels like 20s. So it is cold, but otherwise fairly quiet, inconsequential for your Sunday forecast. We'll get increase in cloud cover late tonight, and that means mostly cloudy right from the get-go tomorrow morning. And our futurecast is indicating that some of that snow starts to slide in right around sunrise tomorrow morning for areas well north and west of the city. That means it could be awfully slick for the morning commute for places like Monmouth County and Ocean County tomorrow morning. And then those snow chances arrive from the city and immediate northern suburbs through the first half of the day. This is out of here by Monday night, and by Tuesday we're dry and back to cold and blustery conditions. So the focus for the snow is the first half of the day Monday. It looks like we taper off those snow chances Monday evening, and then the focus of the heavier snow is going to be south of New York City. In the metro area, immediate northern suburbs over through Long Island and northwest New Jersey is generally a coating to an inch, with portions of the lower Hudson Valley getting little to none. But from about Staten Island south through central Jersey, that's where we could accumulate 1 to 3 inches of snow, and then greater than 3 inches for southern Ocean County and areas south. So it is going to be enough to cause maybe a couple issues, especially for central and South Jersey.
here in the city, enough to make it slick. Same for Long Island and Northwest New Jersey, but we don't expect it to be a significant snow event here. Today, however, mix of sun and clouds, maybe a flurry or two. Highs today in the low to mid 30s. It will continue to feel colder than this, in the 20s because of the breeze. And then tonight we get the increase in clouds, air temperature in the 20s and wind chills in the teens. Tomorrow's highs are right around the freezing mark, so it is cold and cloudy with that snow chance favoring the southern half of our area and favoring the first half of the day. We clear out that snow chance Tuesday as the gusty wind picks up, and it is going to be quite cold through the bulk of the work week. Highs stay in the 30s through this coming weekend. That was the AccuWeather forecast. We'll be right back.